Hello, I'm Brenda Knez, and today I'm going to be presenting my portfolio. This website is the final project for DeVry University's MDD461 Senior Project 2. The URL for the site is www.bknez.mydevryportfolio.com/bk illustration, the I is capitalized, /index.html. This is the home page. You'll see my logo in the top left. I designed this logo last term to look like paper cutouts so that it would demonstrate my abilities as an illustrator without having to come out and say it. I also created this homepage graphic. I did it in Illustrator. I drew a series of circles and paisleys and made it look intricate and added my color scheme that I wanted to use, which was coral and pale green and some other colors. You'll notice that the home page is also the projects page. I did that so that my work would be the focus of my page. You can access the projects by clicking on the projects tab as well here. I'll go into the detail about the projects in a minute here. You'll notice also on the home page I have a social media footer. I have a call to action here so that people will want to connect with me. I designed these logos and the colors of my logo and my branding efforts. When you click on one of them, it opens in a new page. Here you can see on Facebook I have my logo and my social media background cover. This is what I originally designed it for. I also have a YouTube page with my logo and this image. I have LinkedIn. There I included this drawn graphic of myself instead of the logo. And on my Behance page I loaded up all of the projects that are on my website, including my original branding efforts. The social media footer and the header with the global navigation are the same across all pages. The most important thing about my site that I wanted to make sure was going to work was to have it be responsive. So you'll notice that when I resize the site, it changes the appearance of it. Here's the original look, and the main contents will only expand to 1440 pixels. After that, it stays in the middle floating so that it doesn't expand too much. But as you shrink it down, everything resizes. At 768 pixels, a lot of things actually immediately change. You'll notice that the menu changes from vertical to horizontal. The size of things, such as the logo and the font, reduces, and the main graphic changes to a more mobile-friendly version. The projects also change so that they're one on top of each other instead of two next to each other. Everything else is the same, and it looks good no matter how small you resize it. That was my primary goal for my website. So we'll take a look at the projects here now. The first one I'll show you is Finite Computer Solutions. This is a poster and business card combination that I created with Illustrator and Photoshop. This Pizza Time project I created for a local business. I designed it to look like the front of their building with a counter. I created these iPhone case designs. This one's for iPhone 5 and it's a peacock, and this one's for an iPhone 6 and it's a dragon. I created this Age of Fire poster in Photoshop. All of the dragons are actually from one small model that I found, and I put them all together to create this mock movie poster. Here you'll see my self-portrait that I drew. I actually used a photo as a basis for this, and I created it in Illustrator. And finally, you can see my 3D project, Cat Chat, Zoe. Here I have loaded a video of Zoe moving a little bit, and while that's playing, you can see that I created the kitchen as her background to look like my kitchen. Here there's also a link to my YouTube channel, which opens in a new tab. And from here we'll go to the contact page. I coded the contact, about, and skills to all be on the same page in the same way that the home and the projects page are together. Here you'll find some simple contact information. If you click here, it will open your default email program so you can send me an email. If you click on Connect on Social Media, it'll take you to my social media footer. And if you click on Send a Message, it'll take you to this form that I've coded in. In this form, you're required to put in your email, your name, confirm your email, subject is optional, and then a message. And then when you click Send Message, it validates it and it sends me a message to my email. I also included an About Me section, and for the picture I have an image of myself that I've created. When you click on that, it links to the page that gives more information about that project. Here I've also included my skills and credentials. Clicking on any of these links will take you to either my resume, my academic history, or graphic design course descriptions that I've done. Here's an example. My resume includes the same branding efforts as the rest of my website. Now, this page is also responsive. I can resize it down, and it looks good no matter what size it is. The way I achieved that was with media queries. If we look at the code here, you can see that I have a main style page for my CSS, which controls the mobile version, and then I have an add style for CSS, which controls the larger versions. I also coded into my site some Google fonts so that I wouldn't have to use the standard fonts that are provided on websites. And I also coded in a favicon, which is this little image here. This shows on menus or on tabs like this to make my site look more professional and to give it a finishing touch. This has been my website. My name is Brenda Knez, and I'm presenting this for DeVry University's MDD461 Senior Project 2.